Hey guys, welcome to another toy review, and today we're going to take a look at the new Star Wars The Force Awakens TIE Fighter Desert Damage Vehicle from Hasbro. So the vehicle comes in this box packaging with cool artwork of the TIE Fighter in the front. On the bottom right corner, we get an open window that shows the figure in display. On the top left corner, we get the logo Star Wars The Force Awakens, and on the top right corner, we get the image of Kylo Ren. And on the bottom left corner, we get the name First Order Special Forces TIE Fighter. And you can see on the bottom, you can see that it says that this is a Toys R Us exclusive. On the left side of the box, we get this cool image of the Elite TIE Pilot. And as we take a look at the back, we get an image of the TIE Fighter and the figure that is included. On the right side, they show some of the features. And on the top right corner, we get a brief bio of the vehicle. Okay, so we're taking a look at the packaging. Now let's take the vehicle and figure out to take a closer look at it. Okay, so when you take the vehicle out, there is some assembly requirements. Okay, so the things that come separate are the wings, and the wings look great. I really like the wings. I really like the texture design that they put on it. I mean, look at this rigged design with some tiny details on the wings. I think that looks great, especially in the middle with all these markings and detail. And the TIE Fighter is desert damage camo, which means that the TIE Fighter is all covered in like this desert camo. Like right here, you can see all like the sand dust right here that they put on it, like the spray paint that they put on it. I really like the spray stripes that they put on this X-Wing TIE Fighter wing. I really think that looks great. And it really shows like the sand is hitting the wing. It has like this shadowy effect right here. And take a look at the other side, it has the same effect. But right here in the middle is the peg where you push it in on the side of the TIE Fighter so it can like peg in. And you can see in the middle it has like this great detail like circle right here. I really think that looks great. Is on the side of the TIE Fighter, and I really think that they did a really good design of it. I really like the texture and like the tiny details that they put on it. I really think that looks great. And here's the other wing, which is the same design as the other one. So they're both the same type of wing, but with the same design. And here's the cockpit of the TIE Fighter. And I'm really impressed with how Hasbro like did the design of it with the details and everything. I think they did a really good job. And I really like how they put the desert color right there in the middle. I really like how they put it on the edges of the window like that. I really like how like the shadowy effects on the side right there, especially right here where the cannons are. You can see is the new design of the TIE Fighter because right here there's this part that's red and all around. I really think that looks great, especially with the details on the side right there, especially on the side of the wings. As we take a look at the back, you can see the engines and the window right here in the back. And you can see on the top of the cockpit, you can see right there tiny details and everything. And you can see some spray paint right there on the top. So in the middle of the cockpit, it does have other resembling requirements. Like right here on the top of the lid, it does come off, but you could just peg it right there. This antenna right here is removable, which you have to plug in right here. And the whole bottom of the TIE Fighter comes off. But there's three pegholes right here where you have to plug it in, and it doesn't come off. It stays on very tight, like it's not really meant to be removed. And like I said, there's a peg right here in the middle of the wing. All you do is that you plug it in on the side of the X-Wing, where there's this peg right here. Where you can see there's a peg right here in the bottom middle, where you have to plug it in this, like in the way so it can plug in. And when you do, it snaps on tight. And you do it to the other side, which plugs in nice and tight. And when you put everything together, you get the Special Forces TIE Fighter. And it does come with a manual that tells you how to put it together and how to use some of the features. And the TIE Fighter comes with two missiles, and the missiles on the top of the missile is colored in this dark gray with some details on the top, and on the tip is painted red. But on the back of the missiles is just in this light green plastic. Like the laser beams of the TIE Fighter are green, and I really like the green plastic that they used. And the figure that comes with the TIE Fighter is the Elite TIE Pilot. And I really like the design of the TIE Pilot. I really think that it looks great. I really think they did a really good job with it. So let's take a closer look at the figure itself. So let's start with the head. The helmet looks great. I really like the design of the helmet. I really like the red stripes that they put it on the mask right there in the front of the helmet. I really think that looks great since this is the Elite TIE Pilot. The whole helmet is done in like this dark, shiny, black plastic. You can see on and you can see the tiny details of it. You can see right there on the side of the helmet, it has this tiny silver dot right there, and on the bottom of the chin, it has also these two silver dots right there. And you can see all the tiny details right there on the lines right there in the front of the mask. I think that looks great. And you can see on the side of his chin, there's a tube that's connected to this controller panel on his chest right there. And you can see some of the buttons are colored, and I really like the tiny details that they put into there. I think that looks great. And the figure has a removable helmet, so when you take out the helmet, it has a human face right there. And I really like the detail of the face right there. And he's wearing this black head cover that covers the whole side of his head, except for the front of his face. I really like the details on it. And this is how the helmet looks like when it's removed. And with the helmet removed, it's all done in just like this dark black plastic. You can see right there on the side of his shoulders, he has the first order symbol, as well as the other side. On the back is just plain black with some details right there. And I really like how the wrinkles on the side of his arms and the back and the chest and all the way down to his pants. I really think that looks great. I really like the tiny details right there. And on the side of his legs, he does have pockets right there. And he's wearing boots right there. And he has two pecos on the bottom of his feet. And the figure stands at 4 inches tall. And for comparisons, here you stand next to the First Order TIE Pilot. And you can see the very difference between these two is that in the helmet. The helmet on the Elite one is bigger than the normal one is because of the removable one. So if you take the helmet off, it looks normal, but when you put the helmet side to side with this one, it does look bigger. And the figure does come with a blaster, and the blaster is done in like this all black plastic with no other paint applications. And the pistol does fit in the hand nice and tight. And the TIE Fighter does have features, and I'm going to show you those features right now. So the first feature I'm going to show you are the wings. And the first feature I'm going to show you is that the TIE Fighter can pop out the wings like its battle damaged TIE Fighter. So what you do is that there's a button under the side of the TIE Fighter right here. And when you push the button, it pushes the side of the wing. And it does have the button on both sides, so you can push it and the wings does fall off. Another feature is that it has spring-loaded missiles. So what you do is that you plug in the missiles, and there's this red button under the TIE Fighter, and when you push the red button, it fires both of the missiles. And when you push the button slowly, it can fire one missile and the other missile, but you have to push it slowly to activate like that. And the cockpit does open. And when you open it, on the top of the pod right here, there's like pieces right here, and what's that for is that you can actually store the pistol, where you can put the TIE Pilot inside the cockpit, and you can have this blaster stored right here. And the pilot does fit in the cockpit. All you have to do is put him like this, and what you do is that you slide him in, and he can fit in the cockpit like that, and you can just store it. And it closes really easy, and it doesn't hinder the movement, and it closes nice and tight. And the cockpit is a two-seater, so you can have two pilots in there. And this antenna right here is movable, so you can go up and down, and you can twist it left and right. And you can see there's a cannon right here, which is done in like this dark gray plastic. And you can see on the tip right there, it has these two red dots right there, which resembles like the red laser beams that's coming out. And the turret is done in like all these great details right there. I think they look great. And you can twist the turret left and right, and you can do a 360 spin. And from side to side, the TIE Fighter stands at 10 inches across. And from the top, the TIE Fighter stands at 11 inches. And with comparison with the TIE Fighter, here's the TIE Fighter standing next to Poe Dameron's X-Wing. So there you go, guys. There is my review on the new Star Wars The Force Awakens TIE Fighter Desert Damage Vehicle from Hasbro. Overall, I think this is a great toy. I really think collectors will like this since this is the new design TIE Fighter. And I really think kids will love this the most, especially recreating the scenes from the movie. And they do have a regular one where the regular one doesn't have like the desert paint scheme on it. So if you like this video or you want more reviews like this, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I am Toy Ninja, and happy hunting, my friends, and have a nice day.